Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the upcoming solar eclipse which is going to be taking place on October 2nd, 3rd based on your geographical location, and it is going to be taking place in the Virgo zodiac sign. Most importantly, it is going to be the Ketu driven, Ketu ruled solar eclipse. So guys, as you know that solar eclipse tend to remain a time when somehow like the way we say that sun which represents our inner strength, sun which also tells about our soul. So somehow our soul or the true nectar of knowledge gets eclipsed. But guys, the good part is that just because like the way the name suggests, solar eclipse always takes place at the time of the new moon. So that means whatsoever you have been going through, this could be the end of it. Like the way we say this thing that the night is darkest just before the dawn. So this is going to be that kind of event only. And just because guys, because it is going to be somehow connected with the Ketu, so because of which somehow the kind of seeds which have been sown by your soul from the past so many lifetimes, it might have a connection with it. Like the way guys, the combination of sun and Ketu in certain cases also hold this potential to give someone stupendous success as well. Along with that guys, it is going to be taking place in the Hasta Nakshatra. Now guys, one thing which I want to make it very clear over here is that we all know this thing and we all have heard that the time of the eclipse tend to remain very promising for doing any japa, any sadhana. Like the way we say this thing that any mantra you chant in a regular time, and if you do that at a time of the eclipse, the power of that gets magnified. And the beauty of the Hasta Nakshatra is that the god, the devata which preside over or which is connected with this nakshatra is the Savitar, one of the solar deity. So that in itself means that beyond any doubt, Gayatri mantra is considered as one of the most potent or powerful mantra. So this is going to be the time when you can actually, if you will, take a vow of the recitation of the Gayatri mantra in certain count. Trust me, it can actually give you wonderful results. And guys, what is making this kind of solar eclipse little bit distinctive is that because right at the time when it is going to be taking place, the sign lord is somehow exalted over here. So guys, you can look at it in this way. See, here I'm talking about the Virgo sign, and the lord of the Virgo is Mercury, which is going to be placed in the same sign. So guys, a lot many times what happen is that whenever these kind of esoteric mystical experiences are taking place around us, we are not that attuned to understand the true logic and science behind it. This could be the scientific explanation or this could be the metaphysical explanation. But just because it is going to be taking place when the sign lord in itself is going to be in a strengthened state, so definitely things which are going to be like in your advantage for your good, and also whatever is going to be taking place, you will have that sort of discriminatory intelligence to understand the nuances of it. Along with that guys, during the time of the eclipse, over to this sign, Jupiter from the Taurus sign is going to be giving its 5th aspect. It is a very positive, supportive aspect. Along with that, Mars is also going to be giving its 4th aspect. So in a way we can say this thing that whenever something big is meant to happen, you will definitely see that all the planets and all the energies are going to be pointing in the same direction only. So in whichever domain this energy is going to be taking place based on your ascendant, based on your moon sign, definitely you can experience some sort of upward surge of energy. So okay guys, now after that we will shift our discussion to the customized results for all the rising signs. So guys, starting first with the Aries natives. So definitely guys, in your case, like the way the pointers which I have made over here is that because it is going to be the amalgamation of the energies of the sun and moon. They both are getting dissolved into each other in a way. So just because for you guys, like sun has got a rulership over the 5th house, moon has got a rulership over your 4th house. So in a way we can say this thing that the 5th lord is going through the metamorphosis in the 6th. So now what does it mean? So definitely guys, all attributes and aspects of the sixth house. First of all, we will take it one by one. Sixth house, which also tells about your health. So definitely guys, there could be a case that you will definitely find that if you have been battling with any of the challenges pertaining to the matters of the health, over there you might get a clarity. Like this could be a case that suddenly someone is going to prescribe you a new diet, new health plan, new regime, which is going to actually act as a saving grace for you. So definitely pertaining to the matters of your health, you will definitely find a sigh of relief. We cannot even overlook this fact that in your case, Sun has got a rulership of the trine house. So Lord is always very important, and the trine Lord is somehow kind of making this kind of combination in your sixth house. So definitely there is going to be strong potential of finding some sort of clarity pertaining to the attributes and signification of your health. Now guys, when we talk about your daily life, so definitely guys, you will be somehow driven and intrigued towards making some healthy changes in your daily life or your daily schedule. And guys, a lot many times what happens is that, like the way the name suggests, solar eclipse generally takes place at the time of the new moon, so new beginning. So let's say for example, there is going to be high possibility that all those kind of habits in your daily life which are not serving any purpose, and a lot many times it has happened that you vowed that okay, now I'm going to get rid of this bad habit, waking up late after the sunrise. So but no, so many times you made this like plan, or you pledged yourself, but you were not able to stood by it. But now during this time, if around the time of the eclipse you will take any pledge, any vow to make any amendments in your daily life, there is a high possibility that you might stick to it. Along with that guys, definitely when we talk about the matters of your job, so definitely guys, there is going to be those kind of energies where, let's say for example, if you have been out of job for a long span of time, or like you are a freelance self-employed person and you are looking forward to some consistent flow of work for all the talent and skill which you possess and all, so definitely some sort of healthy and new beginning in the matters in the domain and department of your job front can also be foreseen with this upcoming solar eclipse energy. Now guys, when we talk about the legal matters, because sixth house also tells about like the concerns of the like lawsuit or fights and aggression as well. So over there definitely the energy is not that supportive. So just because, like the way we say this thing, that at the time of the eclipse the nature tend to remain very sensitive. So just because a lot many people tend to remain very much vulnerable towards the external threat and all, so it is not much recommended to go full on pertaining to the matters of the any of the legal or lawsuit related issues, because you might be well prepared but you do not know what is awaiting for you. And again guys, like the way I always say this thing, during these times, like we talk about new moon, full moon, eclipses, luck always plays a hide and seek. So never push your luck during the time of these kind of astral alignments and all. Along with that guys, when we talk about the matters of the romantic relationship, so definitely guys, in your case Sun becomes your fifth lord as well. So there's a very strong possibility that, let's say for example, if there has been some consistent misunderstanding which has been looming over your relationship, which has been clouding that sort of clarity, transparency in the matters of relationship, so you might be able to get rid of it, or there will be a new understanding, new beginning in the matters of your bonding with your partner. So all that can be foreseen with this kind of energy taking place in your sixth house. Now guys, if I were to talk about the remedies, so definitely helping the needy people, specifically like helping those people who cannot afford their any medical treatment, medical expenses, or supporting people with any of the hospital related bills could be seen as one of the very good remedy for the Aries natives during the time of this eclipse. Definitely guys, the energy of this eclipse is going to be very strong couple of days before, couple of days after as well. A lot many people also say this thing, that the energy of the solar eclipse tend to remain effective and having a say for the next 6 months. Definitely there's going to be that aspect as well, but somehow the peak and intensity of that tend to remain much stronger couple of days before and after. So all of that which I have mentioned over here, you have to be cautious, careful, and follow the precautions. That is all what I can say. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus natives, so definitely guys, in your case, I made a pointer that because in your case, like moon has got a rulership over the third house of your courage, and fourth house is being ruled by the planet sun, which tells about your emotions, the fourth house. So now guys, what is happening over here? So in your case guys, the fourth lord is going through metamorphosis in fifth. Now what does it tell about? So definitely guys, we have to first check the attributes of the fifth house. So the very first thing, the fifth house which tells about is the mantra. Like the way guys, I already mentioned this thing. See, if I were to say, like definitely in my daily life as well, from Mahamrityunjaya mantra, the 9 planetary Bij mantra, planetary Gayatri mantra, I have done all of that. But the Surya Gayatri is considered as one of the strongest. So I mean to say, the Gayatri mantra, in short, what I am trying to say over here is that because in your case it is taking place in the fifth house, Gayatri mantra is considered as the mother of all the mantras, the most powerful, the most potent. So I mean to say, doing the chanting, and if you are already doing or you're already engaged in the sadhana of any specific god, deity, mantra, you can do that. But yes, during this time, and just because it is taking place in the Hasta Nakshatra, my recommendation is going to be of the Gayatri mantra. Apart from that, definitely guys, when we talk about the creative spark, so a lot many people, because see guys, for the creative people, more than the full moon is the new moon energy which actually helps them the most, going deep within the inner churning, which matters the most for them. So definitely whatever is going to be taking place during the time of this solar eclipse, it can, in a mysterious, esoteric way, can actually drive them towards some sort of creative insight, creative spark, inspiration to the Taurus natives. Along with that guys, we all know this thing that fifth house is also the 8th from the 10th house. So that means some sort of professional transformation can also take place, specifically something which your heart is craving for. Along with that guys, when we talk about the investments, it's not at all a good energy, because you know this thing that during the time of the eclipse, new moon, full moon, nature tend to remain very sensitive. Like luck somehow plays hide and seek with us. So not a very good energy to invest your money, hard-earned money, in a nature of work which is very volatile. So that is what I can say. Pertaining to the matters of the children, we definitely know this thing that let's say for example, if you are already pregnant and all, so you have to follow additional caution and care. Along with that guys, when we talk about, like, there could be those possibilities that lot many Taurusian parents might be additionally concerned for the well-being of their children and all. So regarding that front as well, I just wanted to give a heads up. And guys, when we talk about the matters of the real estate, so definitely guys, we all know this thing that in your case, like somehow sun has got a rulership over your fourth house as well. So the fourth lord getting eclipsed in the fifth house, so that also tells about some sort of new beginnings as well, like in the domestic front as well. If there have been some sort of, like, see, this kind of energy generally works in this way that, you know, typically where people are already having a lot of fights in their home front, and you have been eyeing or awaiting to you know, it's like a couple of days back only I did a consultation for someone, and this lady, she was telling me that okay, they are in a joint family, like the in-laws live in the ground floor, the elder brother, his wife and all, they live in the first floor, they are in the second floor, but the kitchen of the whole family is same. But still there have been some issues going on, and she wanted to know that okay, what if we get separated, what if we do our cooking separate, but it was not kind of, you know, promised in her chart. So the thing which I'm trying to say over here is that these are the kind of energy, the fourth lord kind of getting eclipsed in the fifth house, when people try to go solo, they just you know, but it is a lot is dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart and what kind of situations you are going through. But in not many cases, any of the domestic life issues and problems get resolved, or you get the kind of clarity over there during these kind of alignments. And guys, the remedy for you people is that for the Taurusian, chanting the mantras of your Isht Devata, like fifth house is generally considered and attached with the Isht Devata only. So chanting the mantras of your Isht Devata. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini natives, so definitely guys, in your case, the pointers which I have made over here is that moon in your case has got a rulership over your second house of your values, and sun has got a rulership over your third house of efforts, initiatives. And now the third lord is getting eclipsed in the fourth house. So third lord is going through the metamorphosis in the fourth house. So guys, definitely taking all the pointers, attributes of the fourth house one by one. Very first thing is that fourth house also tells about the emotional catharsis, your emotions, your feelings. So definitely guys, third lord getting eclipsed in the fourth house, that also tells about that. Let's say for example, this could be a case that many times people who are artists and all, and you are like going through a lot of frustration and all. Oh my god, I'm so talented, still I did not get any booking, I do not get any work, whatever talent I have, I do not get equal level of fame or remuneration or package accordingly. So this is one such kind of combination where this third lord getting kind of eclipsed in the fourth house. You will definitely find an emotional release in all these areas, which will definitely act as a fresh start for lot many people. Along with that guys, when we talk about the housing related concerns, so definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that third lord going through getting eclipsed in the fourth house, that also tells about in the matters of the home front as well. So this is going to be one such case where, like, let's say for example, if you personally feel that your family and people around you have not been very supportive, so in the domestic life you will definitely find the sigh of relief. Along with that guys, definitely for investments in the land, in the housing related concerns, not a very good energy. But yes, for finding that sigh of relief or for that release in any ongoing issues in the domestic front, it's going to be a good energy, good time. Along with that guys, when we talk about the public approval, so definitely guys, in your case, because this thing that fourth house, which also tells about the public as well. So definitely guys, over here many times it has been seen that if you are already a public figure, so this is going to be the time when your rate of your ratings and approval rate tend to go very high. So certainly you will find that okay, people are actually understanding your point of view and something, and somehow, like the way we say this thing, that people who have strong Saturn, there's a word in Hindi, janta ki nazar mein chha jana, like you become a star in the public's eye. So this also tells about those sort of kind of involvement and combination, like your approval rating in the eyes of the public might suddenly go very high. Along with that guys, this is also a very good time for the picking up hobbies for your own rejuvenation. And guys, when we talk about the remedies, so definitely stay as much as respectful to your mother as much it is possible. That is the best remedy for you guys. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer natives, so definitely guys, in your case, this thing that first of all, moon, it's your your sign lord only, which is a part of this eclipse. So it is going to be influencing you the most. And the second house of yours, which is being ruled by the planet sun, which also tells about your values. So in a way, the second lord is going through the metamorphosis in the third house. So what does it tell about? First of all guys, third house, which tells about your efforts and your initiatives. So you can definitely see this thing that the second lord is getting eclipsed in the third house. So guys, this is one such kind of combination where, let's say for example, if you want to, or you're looking forward to some new initiatives, some new beginnings in the life and all, so family will definitely prove to be a sigh of relief or a source of strength or support to lot many Cancer natives. Along with that guys, in your case, the second lord is getting eclipsed in the third house, over where we also know this thing that moon is your ascendant lord, your sign lord as well. So definitely guys, when we talk about the matters of the communication, this is going to be one such kind of combination where you will have this capacity to influence people in a very larger than life way, like on a very high level or in a very stronger way. Because guys, when we talk about the Cancerians, they know how to put out their emotions, they know how to connect with people on a very collective way. And again guys, see, Rahu and Ketu in short are the planet of collective consciousness. These are the people, along with moon only, sun only, Rahu, Ketu only, which has a say and control over the masses. So once one thing is for sure, that if you're already working on a very high public domain, Like let's say for example you are a politician, you are a spokesperson or something, so you will have this capacity, or you are an influencer and all, so you will have this capacity to pour out your emotions and strike the right note with your audience. Along with that guys, when we talk about the alliances and all, so yes guys, some new fresh start and fresh beginnings. So there's a strong possibility of coming in contact or being approached by the like-minded people and all. So for the alliance collaboration, the energy is very strong. And also guys, when we talk about the skills, this is definitely going to be a time of doing a proper SWOT analysis, doing a proper kind of introspection, that where I'm lacking in my skill set, which all areas are where I can improve with some additional work in my skill set, in my offering. This is what the Cancerians will go through. So overall guys, I'm not seeing you guys getting much vulnerable. Trust me, whatever chaos is going to get generated in the matters of your third house, it will only put you in the right direction. Some new beginnings are definitely on the cards. Along with that guys, when we talk about the remedies, support some causes through financial donations. Okay guys, when we talk about the third house, so over here it does not specifically represent something. This could be something to do with the animal welfare, or protection of the animals, safeguarding the animals, or this could be for the women empowerment or something. So whatsoever cause is kind of striking a chord with you, resonate more with you, supporting it through financial donation is something which I meant over here. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo natives, so definitely guys, in your case it's yourself only which is going to get eclipsed in the second house. So ascendant lord going through this metamorphosis in the second. So definitely guys, first of all, because your ascendant lord is sun in itself, your sign lord is sun in itself, so the Gayatri mantra, recitation of the Gayatri mantra or Aditya Hriday Stotra will become very important for you. When we talk about the matters of your finances, so definitely guys, over here like there is definitely going to be, see I want to be very honest over here, like this is going to be the time of some new beginnings and all. So let's say for example, if from the past couple of weeks or months you are struck with some bad debt or some bad investment done by you in the past, so this is going to be the time of some new beginnings, new chapter which will open up definitely in front of you. So regarding some new like opening up of some new doors in the matters of your finances, it's a good time. When we talk about the matters of the family values and all, so like this is definitely going to be the time when if you are trying to resolve any of those deep impending issues. See guys, because Ketu is also involved over here, so this could be a case that some kind of issues which have been going on from generations. So becoming something which is like someone who is like very mature, who's very discreet, someone who's open to reason and all. So this is how you are going to be acting out in while negotiating or dealing with any of the important family related matters. Guys, when we talk about definitely your values and all, so yeah, this is going to be the time when many Leo natives will go to the depth of their root, their tradition, their foundation, their values and all. They will reflect a lot during this time. Along with that guys, when we talk about the diet and the speech, so definitely guys, this is going to be the time when diet needs to be monitored. Like whatever we say that food poisoning or something. So see, if you live in the West, you might not completely believe in it, but in the traditional communities, like even in India, we say this thing that someone gave you some food to do some black magic on you or put some spell over you. So this is the time of the eclipse only when when people do these kind of spells on someone. So just be careful. In short, be careful what you eat and all, and do not try to see anything which is going to stir up any controversy, because the concern over here is that Mercury is exalted, definitely your second house, Ketu is there, like your ascendant lord is there. So what happens is that with Ketu, it somehow makes someone very bitter and critical. So be very cautious and careful. But again guys, the sign lord is there with the sun in itself, with the Ketu in itself. So from the financial point of view, this could be a time of some new chapter definitely opening up in your life. Doing the Gayatri mantra, japa of the Gayatri mantra can definitely grant you with the Vak Siddhi, your power to influence people with your speech as well during this time. So do that very carefully. Along with that guys, the only like remedy which I feel will work very strongly for you during this time is donation to the hospitals. Now guys, when you talk about the Virgo natives, so definitely guys, in your case, like moon has got a rulership over your house of gains, and sun has got a rulership over your house of losses. And in a way, like we can say this thing that the 12th lord is going through the metamorphosis. It is getting eclipsed in the first house. So definitely guys, all the aspects of your first house will definitely be surrounded by a shred of mystery during the time of eclipse. So that in itself means that you have to only like get involved in those things, those activities over where there is no something called as hidden attitude, hidden aspect, or controversy, scandal, or mystery involved. That is the first thing. Second thing is that for any sort of introspection, like considering any major transformation in your life, major transformative decision making, contemplating, pondering over it, or like the way we say this thing, the matter of like, you know, deeper inner illumination, like specifically something which is connected with finding your life purpose, which is very spiritual in nature, doing any mantra sadhana, the time of this eclipse is going to be very promising for that. Now guys, when we talk about the matters of the health, definitely you have to be a little bit careful. The case is different. Your sign lord is going to be placed right over there in the first house, but still we say this thing that any of the infection and allergy specific to your skin, over there you have to be a little bit careful. Guys, when we talk about the public image, so again guys, we all know this thing that whatever happens in these kind of alignments, it always happens in a very extreme way. So this could be a case that suddenly out of nowhere everyone is talking about you, or this could be a case that, you know, something which happened and because of which you are the talk of the town, but for the wrong reasons and all. So definitely guys, your public image is something which you have to definitely guard very strongly. Now this could definitely benefit those people whose career or public like life is completely being governed by the controversy and scandals. So for those people, they can still get benefited, but rest of the people, you have to actually guard your public image a lot. Along with that guys, when we talk about the divine insights, trust me, it's a very like very blessed time which you guys will be going through. Again guys, this is not a solar eclipse being created by the Rahu, it is being created by the Ketu. So that in itself means that the rewards of the past so many lifetimes can be granted to you. We all know this thing that Ketu has been attached with the flag. That means the flag of accomplishment, achievement, authority, power. So that in itself means that yes, whatsoever you have been working hard from the past so many lifetimes, like the sneak peek of it, you know, finding your life purpose, being attuned with the universal energies and all. So this is how, like awareness, epiphanies, prophetic dreams. So these kind of like influence and these kind of energies can also interact with lot many Virgo natives. And yes guys, the foreign influence, because the 12th lord is getting eclipsed in the first house. So a lot of the people who are somehow engaged in, like this could be you're working in multinational companies, you have an import-export nature of work, you are a creator, you are an artist, where major your followership is based in the overseas, in the foreign land. Or let's say for example, you are working in the domain of the spirituality, but more driven towards the tantra and all. So those people can definitely get benefited. So in short, anything which has to do with the esoteric, mystical, higher entities or foreign entities, foreign influence will definitely be coming over to you, towards you, and the result of that will be experienced in a very sudden, in a very intense way. Now guys, when we talk about the remedies, so definitely guys, doing the voluntary work is something which is recommended. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra natives, so definitely guys, in your case, Sun has got a rulership over your 11th house of accomplishments, popularity, and Moon has got a rulership over your 10th house of career. So in a way, the 11th lord is going through metamorphosis in the 12th house. So definitely guys, this is going to be the time when a lot many Libra natives are going to be very much attuned and recipient of lot many, like when we say that mystical experiences, prophetic dreams and esoteric experiences and all. So because guys, it's not only like the way I have been saying this thing repeatedly, that Ketu in itself represents all these spirit worlds, all these our past life karmas and all, and the blessing of our ancestors, guru, all the power behind any mantra, any tantric activity, ritual is the power of Ketu. So, and along with that, because sun is also involved, and we all know this thing, that this could be a case that, you know, someone who is working hard from the past so many years for the attainment of any siddhi and all. So 11th house is the attainment, and if your attainment is connected to the 12th house, so coming in contact with Ketu, that too in the 11th house, sun which represents your Atma, your soul. So all of that is aligning towards this only. So for all those people in whose case your journey, your hard work, your efforts for long has been for finding that unknown. Okay, enough of this running around of the life. I want to experience something which is beyond the physical, which is beyond which the normal eyes can see. So if your journey and your ultimate attainment is connected to that, so this is going to be a golden period for you. And specifically the recitation of the Gayatri mantra can actually open up your third eye. I can assure you of that. So yes guys, soul messages, overseas opportunities and beginnings. So definitely guys, we all know this thing, that the 11th lord is getting eclipsed in the 12th house, but it is also after that is going to be the beginning of a new chapter for you as well. So yes, overseas opportunities and beginnings for many, definitely emotional release and catharsis for lot many people. This could be a case that you're dealing with any trauma, any concerns, any issues, so you'll find the answer to that. And also guys, see, because I have a very strong relation with the like being an Aries with the Libranitis, so what I am doing at a time of the lunar eclipse, which I am planning to do, you guys have to do at a time of the solar eclipse. So just because guys, being a Aries, in my case the lunar eclipse is going to be taking place in the 12th house. So I'm in Vancouver, but I'm planning that a day before, and on the day of eclipse, if I have time, there's a hospital nearby. If I have time, I will definitely ensure to at least go there, even from their cafeteria, order something, eat something, just in order to honor this energy. So all of that which I have mentioned is for the spiritual seekers. But if that is not getting strongly applicable in your case, so at least if as a hack, as a remedy, you can, you know, just visit a hospital on a voluntary basis, just eat at a cafeteria only. At least that way you are honoring this energy, because yes, you know, sun, Ketu, that is a different case. Your ascendant lord is going to be strengthened right over there in the Libra sign only. But because too much energy taking place in the 12th house, so somehow you have to honor that energy. That is something which I want to say. So yes guys, meditation, secrets being revealed, finding the answers which you have been seeking. So this is how the energy of the solar eclipse is going to be influencing the Libra natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpions, definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that sun has got a rulership over your like 10th house of your career, of your actions, and moon has got a rulership over your 9th house of faith. So in a way, the 10th lord is going through the metamorphosis in the 11th. Now what does it mean? All the attributes of the 11th house, which tells about your friends, which talks about your gains, your desires, large group networking. So guys, understand it in this way, that the 10th lord is getting eclipsed in the 11th house. So let's say, for example, if your wish has something to do with, you know, marking something or doing something big in the career domain. So during this time, you know, all those friends and people you like count upon as friends, and they have not been lending a equal level of support which you need. So, you know, transformation over there, like, you know, getting rid of all those people and friends and all people who are not serving any purpose, and some, you know, standing a chance to run into some new group, some new sort of collaboration is on the cards. Same is the case guys about your gains as well. Wheresoever you feel and for long all of your gains and your success, popularity has been blocked, you will definitely see it to be getting resolved or unfolding in your favor. Same way guys, when we talk about large group networking, so yes, whatsoever is going to be acting as a blockage for you blooming to your full potential, during this time sun is going to get eclipsed in the 11th house, and this new cycle which will open up for you, over where you will definitely see some revamp, new faces in the form of the friends you will come in contact with after this, the kind of group you want to associate now with, and you will definitely see that, let's say for example, all those things which matters a lot for you, from the past so many years and kind of months, if I were to say, you will definitely find a shift over there. What is healthy, what actually deserve to be your innate true soul purpose, you will be getting more aligned towards that. And yes guys, when we talk about the remedies, so definitely supporting charitable organization working towards healthcare is the remedy which I want to recommend for the Scorpions. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius natives, so definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that like moon has got a rulership over your 8th house of mysteries, and sun has got a rulership over your 9th house of higher learning. So in a way, the 9th lord is going through metamorphosis in the 10th house. Now what does it tell about? So definitely guys, all the aspects of the 10th house, like when we talk about your career, we talk about your public image, we talk about your relationship with the authority. So all of that over here, you will definitely see some sort of new beginning. Now this could also happen in a way that, let's say for example, your bosses at the work front have already created a biased image around you, that okay, now they have already stereotyped you into something that okay, this guy is very slow, or this guy is never punctual, or this guy never able to deliver and all. So during this time, definitely guys, you are going to have this potential to actually kind of create a difference in the perception in the eyes of your bosses about you. So this is how the energy is going to be working out. Along with that guys, we know this thing that it's the energy of the 9th lord which is coming over there, and 9th house is something which has got everything to do with the wisdom, good moral, good conduct, divine wish, divine will. So definitely guys, you will definitely see that specifically for the Sagittarius natives, during this time you will definitely find a kind of revamp in your public image, the way people look at you. Your relationship with authority will also go through many transformation as well. Again guys, see, a lot is dependent on your own actions and the running dasha as well. But one thing is for sure, that whatever you do right now, the way you are being perceived in the society, all of that is going to go through some sort of changes which is going to be happening for your good only. Along with that guys, when we talk about the remedies, so I first wanted to say that okay, take the flowers or do something nice for your bosses and all, but if not anything, at least be respectful towards your bosses. And again guys, in your case, doing the recitation of the Gayatri mantra will become very important. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn natives, so definitely guys, for the Capricorn natives, like in your case, like moon has got a rulership over your 7th house, which is the house of relationship, and sun has got a rulership over your 8th house of transformation. So in a way, the 8th lord is going through metamorphosis in the 9th house. Now what does it tell about? So definitely guys, all the like deeper, hidden, mysterious and very little bit psychotic kind of energy is going to be getting eclipsed in your 9th house. But again guys, like the way we say this thing, that whether we talk about new moon or solar eclipse, it is always a time of a new beginning as well. Like the way I said this thing, that night is darkest before the dawn. So you will definitely be able to find the clarity of your path ahead. Again guys, like the way we say this thing, that okay, you should do Hanuman Chalisa for that power. You should do Sundarakand for winning over any court case, lawsuit related problem. You should listen to Shivashtakam for finding that peace in your heart. Same way we say this thing, that recitation of the or reading the Vishnu Sahasranam is a beautiful magical tool in order to find the path ahead. Like if you find yourself to be completely blocked in a deadlock situation, I do not know what lies ahead for you, what is good for you. So the recitation and reading the Vishnu Sahasranam actually can do wonder for you. So again guys, so yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say pertaining to the matters of the, when we talk about the attributes of the guidance. First of all, so definitely guys, the 8th lord is getting kind of eclipsed in the in your case in the 9th house. So first of all, that definitely guys tells about that you will get the right set of guidance which you need. And let's say for example, during this time there could be those kind of situation scenarios where universe or your teachers might opt for, in certain cases, harsh kind of lessons as well, but in future they will serve some purpose for you. Again guys, I will be very honest with you, for people who are pursuing higher studies, who are in any higher studies of any technical education, technical field and all, so it's a good time for them. Now when we talk about your relationship with your father, the living signification can actually go through a toss, can actually go through some sort of tumultuous energy over there. You have to be very cautious, you have to be very careful. Again guys, when we talk about the attributes of the travels, so definitely guys, we say this thing that okay, like if it is astral travel, you are like doing meditation and all, it's fine. But when we talk about the actual physical travels, so just follow caution and care, because it's like it's the energy of the Ketu as well which is being over there. And like the way I always say this thing, I have seen people who get stranded, animal attack, dog bite, like especially in the west, like people who go through a lot of adventure stuff in the water, jumping from the mountains and all these things. So whenever like Ketu is in a sensitive alignment, it's energy of the eclipse and all, you have to be careful, better to avoid it those few 1 or 2 days. That is all what I can say. Now guys, remedies for you guys, definitely guys, donation at a place of the religious importance. Like if you are a Christian, this could be church. If you are a Muslim, something to do with the mosque, or like if you are a Hindu, this could be temple. For the Sikh people, Gurdwara. But yes, donation at a place of religious importance. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarians, definitely guys, in your case, as you can see that moon has got a rulership over your like 6th house of struggles, and sun has got a rulership over your 7th house of relationship. So now guys, in a way, as you can see that the 7th lord is going through metamorphosis in the 8th house. 7th lord is getting eclipsed in the 8th house. So definitely guys, I can be assured of this thing, that the way people look at you after this eclipse, there's a high possibility people will change their perception of you. So there's a high possibility of going through some major transformation. Now these transformation could also happen in the domain of your public image. This could also take place in the domain of your shared resources with your partner. And I would say this thing, that your partner can also play a very important role during this time as well. Again guys, see, do not expect in these kind of energies, the way, see, planets have a very distinctive way of teaching us lesson. And see, and when we talk about planets like sun, planet like Ketu and all, so do not expect any easy kind of very cushy and comforting lessons. In lot many cases, and here we are talking about sun and Ketu, which has this potential to even completely jerk your soul as well. The way we say this thing, that okay, that incident actually completely moved me, that typical goosebumps and all. So that's what I'm trying to say over here. It's not like about just the Jupiter or Venus, which are very nice to you. And these are among those people, Saturn, Mars, Ketu, they cannot be nice to you. Even if they want to do good to you, their way of getting things done out of you or giving you lesson and experience is going to be a little bit harsh on the surface. So yes guys, transformation, in the big transformation in the matters and department of the shared resources as well. For the mystery seekers, for people who are engaged in anything to do with the occult, like astrology, palmistry, tarot, past life regression therapy and something, so this is also a very good time if you're invested in them. And over and above that guys, see, this is what we say, these fields are not only about the bookish knowledge. Over here there is a X factor which is about the Dev Kripa, the blessing, grace of the God, and the intuitive faculties, which play a very pivotal role. And this is only what distinguishes one psychic from another psychic. So my recommendation to you guys is that specifically for the Aquarians, an Aquarian who is also professionally doing any of these things, doing japa, mantra, chanting in this whole phase, like I would say, start from the energy of the lunar eclipse, and while heading towards the solar eclipse, culminate it over during that time. This could be japa of any of your, like any mantra given to you by your guru, or this could be of the Gayatri mantra and all, so will actually bring very wonderful results. And guys, remedies, so for you guys, donations to any mental asylum or the rehab should be considered. Now guys, when we talk about the Pisces natives, so definitely guys, in your case, like Moon has got a rulership over your 5th house of intelligence and Sun has got a rulership over your 6th house of struggles. So in a way, the 6th lord is going through that metamorphosis in the 7th house. It is getting eclipsed in the 7th house. So guys, the very first thing is that when we talk about the matters of the relationship, so definitely guys, let's say for example, if you have already been dealing with any sort of issues or hardship in the matters of your relationship with your partner, over there definitely guys, after this eclipse, you will not only be able to look through any of those shortcomings, or you might be able to resolve any of those ongoing issues and all. The good part is that the way you will vibe and connect or bond with your partner after the energy of the solar eclipse, it is going to be very deep, like the way we say that soul level connection. So that potential is going to be there. Open channel of communication, if you will establish, definitely a lot of the deeper understanding can be attained. Along with that guys, when we talk about the commercial matters, so definitely guys, the 6th lord getting eclipsed in the 7th house, so definitely night is darkest before the dawn. I can assure you, let's say for example, if your business, your public image has been dealing with lot many accusations, allegations over to you, so you will be able to come out clean during this time. With this energy of the solar eclipse taking place in your 7th house. Along with that guys, see guys, specifically when we talk about the matters of the public dealings, we all know this thing that the energy of the eclipse is going to be a time period where like a lot of the clouded judgment takes place, but it all comes down to individual, the kind of yogas you have in your natal chart, what kind of dashas you are going through. So let's say for example, this is how we see politicians and all, like no matter how many stones you throw at them, they know how to make it and use it as an opportunity. So this is all what I can say for the Pisces native. So definitely guys, in the matters of your commercial relation, matters of your relationship and your public dealing, there's going to be a lot of the new beginning which is going to be taking place. I can assure you that this is going to be the time of, the way we say this thing, that no matter how much people have kind of accused you of something, no matter how much hardship and struggle you are dealing with, this is going to be the time of coming out clean and new beginnings in the domain, in the matters of your 7th house. And guys, the remedies for you people is that undertake some spiritual activity with your partner. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.